Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today, by popular demand again, we're going to be covering Dogecoin 20. So you've asked me to review this one, and I hate to break it to you, but this one is a scam, right? Coming from the scam mafia of BTC20, right? The website is just white now. And XRP20, the website is completely gone. ETH20, right? This one is also still in the pre-sale. Green Bitcoin, Bitcoin ETF, it's coming from the same scammers as well as Scotty, the AI, right? So the one theme across all the scams, right, has to do, yes, you guessed it, staking, right? So it has to come with staking. So if you see Dogecoin20, staking is right there at the beginning, same as Scotty the AI, staking is right there. Why staking, right? So if you've seen previous videos and you're starting to wise up against the scammers, they are using staking as a way to delay investors from realizing that they've been scammed. So if you've bought into this one, don't stake your tokens, right? So they are going to be pushing you to stake your tokens, because once you stake, the moment that the pre-sale is ended and they launch, you are stuck in staking for at least 7 days, right? And during those 7 days, that's when they are going to be increasing the price, right, of the token, and pretending that everything is okay. And when staking is ending and a lot of people are starting to unstake and to sell their tokens, then you're going to be seeing the price starting to dip, right, way below even the pre-sale prices. This is something that we've seen across the BTC20, you've seen it across XRP20, ETH20, Green Bitcoin, Bitcoin ETF, right? The same thing is going to be happening to Scotty the AI. We just have to wait, since with Scotty the AI, we are in a bull market right now. So maybe when Scotty the AI actually launch, the meme might just catch on and a lot of people buy it and it explodes. But chances are they're just going to do the same thing that they've been doing, that they did with Bitcoin ETF, right? So this is coming from the same people, right? Because they just changed the story a little bit. So let's see, what are they talking about here? So they're saying our Doge just got more rewarding. Prepare for the ultimate Doge upgrade. We are sending Elon's fave towards a more sustainable future. Stake Doge20 today to start earning eco-friendly rewards. So you see, right off the bat, they're already talking about staking, because staking is the pillar of the scam. Without staking, they'll have to go to the good old days of increasing the sell tax to 100%, right? That's how they used to scam in the past. If you see some of the scams that I covered in 2021, all they'll do is, once they are happy with the money that is entered into the contract, right, and then they're just going to increase the sell tax to 100%. No one is able to sell. It's a honeypot, right? But now the scammers have actually realized that they can actually still do the same thing, pretty much take investors' money. But now they just want to encourage investors to stake, because they figured out that when everyone is staked, they don't realize that they've been scammed, right? Only one or two will realize, right? And also what they do is they allow certain people to be able to claim after pre-sale is ended and they've launched. They will block some wallets from being able to claim and allow some wallets from being able to claim. And I believe maybe they are using the 80-20 rule, right? So 80% of all the liquidity that is going into the pre-sale is most likely coming from 20% of the investors. So those 20%, especially those who have invested the most amount, they might blacklist those wallets, right? Because they are scared that the moment that if they allow the people to be able to claim the tokens and they sell, the price will dip. So that's how they take the money, right, away from people and allow people who have invested maybe 20% into the liquidity to be able to claim. So everybody will be saying, I am able to claim, I'm able to claim, right? But actually, people who have actually bought the most amount are not able to claim, right? It's an ingenious scam, right? Like if you just compare with what they used to do way back in 2021. In 2021, it was an outright scam. They'll launch on CoinMarketCap, right? like market it with a few influencers, and then after that they just increase the tax to 100%. So don't stake. That's the one thing that I'm going to say is don't stake this token. Right, so you see here they've got outrageous stories right here. No more inflation. Dogecoin is a beloved token, but he has been limited to its potential future worth because it has an infinite supply that will always emit more tokens into the market. Doge20 fixes this with a fixed supply, allowing for unhindered upwards pressure on the token price. So you can see it's a play on word. What does Dogecoin20 have to do with the real Doge? Right? This is just a completely different scam token that they have created, and they are using the narrative of the Doge token, right? It has nothing to do with the Doge token. They did the same thing with XRP20. Unfortunately, now the website has been taken down, right? Because it was an outright scam, just as Dogecoin20, right? It's absolutely insane. And of course, they are marketing this thing across multiple crypto news websites, sponsored posts, right? This is the same thing that you see across all their scam projects, right? Even if you go to ETH, you scroll down here, you can see here featured in all the sites. You go to Green Bitcoin, you scroll down, you can see there featured in all these sites, right? Bitcoin ETF, if you scroll down, you can also see it featured, you see featured in all these sites. Same thing with Scotty, the AI. You scroll down, you can see it right there, featured in. So they are using the same website templates, even the if you just check the disclaimers right at the bottom, right? Let's see if they have any disclaimers here. So on this one, they don't have, they say all rights reserved, right? But definitely this one is coming from the same scammers, right? It's coming from the same scammers of BTC20, right? ETH20, all these guys. It sounds like it's a consortium, right? There was one article that I once read online that in North Korea, there are people who actually go to the offices. They literally kiss their wife and children goodbye to go to the office to scam, right? To do all this scamming, hacking, all this stuff. So the way that they are so efficient in jumping from one scam to the other, it's well organized, guys, right? It's well organized. So for those who want to actually wise up against the scammers, right, on the channel, we've got the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, right? So this is a book that I created to help people to wise up against the scammers, because I used to just, I've been highlighting scams since like 2021, right? And I really didn't provide a way that people can actually wise up against the scammers. So this book, right, I've got an affiliate link down in the description. It's a hardcover book. It's durable. You can track up to 70 pre-sales, right? So it allows you to track pertinent information about each and every pre-sale, even if you're not going to buy it, right? Because so now we are so much of tech these days. I think there's a benefit in having like a hardcover book where you write certain information in there to do with pre-sales that you're interested into buying, or some that you have bought, right? So each and every pre-sale will have 2 pages that you can just jot down information, right? That will just help to open your eyes, right? And a lot of people come complaining, hey, you're just trying to sell your book and so on. You know what? You don't need to buy the book at all. You don't, right? But if you want to wise up against the scammers, right? You want to think differently from the rest, right? It's something that I would encourage to do. Obviously not, you can even just take the stuff that is right here and just do it in an Excel sheet on another computer. You don't even need to get the book. But the only benefit of getting the book is, you know, you can just take it out, clear your mind, and then you start to jot down information. For example, you can start the log start date, the token name, pre-sale start date, right? Pre-sale end date, the website, X handle, right? The supply, and some extra notes that you see that are useful. And then one of my favorite parts is the scam or legit evaluation. So this is where you start to see, is this team doxed, right? And if it is doxed, then you check, is the LinkedIn verified, or do they have AMAs that they've done in person, right? And also things to do with the pre-sale contract, value proposition, like what value is the token going to provide, right? So in the case of like Doge20, what value is there? They're talking about Dogecoin, right? which has nothing to do with this Doge20. They're just copying the narrative of Doge, pretending to just try to trick investors to think that it is something to do with the original Doge, right? Which it has nothing to do with that. So that's some of the information that you can add. And of course, when it actually does launch, when the pre-sale is over, you can start to track the price. You can do this without even investing. There are multiple pre-sales out there that are ongoing, right? And once they launch, you can start to now record the price, right? And once you've done this process 5 or 10 times across multiple pre-sales, you're going to see a certain pattern. You're going to learn a lot of things about yourself as well, right? And if you do decide to actually invest, you can actually put down the amount you've invested, right? The price, how many tokens you have, your bag, right? Or profit and loss and emotions. The one thing that I do say though is never ever buy in the pre-sale. A lot of scammy things can happen. You can get your wallet blocked and you will not be able to claim, right? A lot of scammy things can happen if you buy during the pre-sale. If you want to buy the token, I normally recommend buy after the pre-sale when they've launched on a DEX, right? And the other thing that I just actually wanted to highlight is has to do with the roadmap. It's a crazy roadmap, right? So they say that pre-sale and marketing, that's how they are going to start it. And then now they move to early staking incentive. Obviously, we know staking forms the pillar of their scam. Without staking, it won't work. And then you see here, pre-sale token claiming, right? That's the stage 3, which we are close to because I see they are almost reaching the hard cap. And then DEX launch on Uniswap, right? This is what they've done again and again. They launch on the DEX on Uniswap, and most of the people, because they've been encouraged to stake and they are staked, for 7 days, no one is able to sell, and then they start to artificially pump up the price. Once those 7 days of unstaking are like close to being filled, and they start to see a lot of people trying to claim, and then the price start dipping, right? This is a story that we've seen again and again. So if you're interested to wise up against the scammers, you can just pick up the big brain crypto ego logbook, hardcover book, durable, right? Link in the description, of course, as I said. And like I said, page 1, you can, if you decide to invest, you can just jot down how much you have actually, the amount you've spent, the price, the bag, the profit and loss, and your emotions. Emotions are very important, right? What were your emotions when you bought? And then also I've got a section for just general notes, some things that you just want to add. And on ego notes, right? This is where you just write down things that you see that are really of interest, right, in the project, things that are being discussed on Telegram, or the number of websites, or which websites actually were marketing this token, right? What YouTubers are talking about it, which YouTubers were sponsored to actually promote this thing, because I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers are being paid to sponsor most of these scams, right? So those are some of the things that you can jot down in your ego notes. And one of the most important one is adoption tracking. And just because this Dogecoin20 is a scam, it doesn't mean that you can't make money from it, right? Because one of these tokens can just explode like what Pepe did, even though it is a scam, right? The Pepe guys, people behind Pepe, you can just Google this. Pepe team stole 15 million from the liquidity pool after they'd been listed onto Binance. So if any of these scams explode, gets listed everywhere, including Binance, definitely the scammers are going to be helping themselves to some of that liquidity, right? So this is my review of this one, right? Dogecoin20, it is a scam. Don't buy the pre-sale. So let me know what you think down in the comment section, right? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.